Well, John, your thoughts on a 2-2 draw with Derby here at Fratton Park?
I think pleased to get back in the game, having gone behind twice, and to get the goals against a really sort of resilient Derby side that sat in, especially in the second half. We're really pleased with that. I think overall we probably could have created a few more chances, but I thought we dominated the game, particularly in the second half, and we looked a real good threat at times. Just the final sort of ball, maybe not going forward quite quickly enough, cost us, but. Really tough, I think, to break down sides like this. So I'm pleased. I think slight tinge of disappointment because I think we could have won the game.
How important was it to get that quick response against, like you said, a resilient, stern Derby side in the first half?
Yeah, I think we scored at a good time getting the goal, and we could have gone in at 2-2 with I think the chance that we had in the back end of the second half. But it was good to get in at half time. Made a couple of tactical adjustments because I thought the way that they set up was very good. It was very difficult to break down, and yeah, we managed to do it. Mox coming on and scoring his first goal for the football club in these circumstances was brilliant.
How much did the conditions play a part in today?
Yeah, a lot. I think it was so wet. I've been tipping down all afternoon. The pitch held up really well, to be honest. But one of those. I just walked over to the far side to clap the fans there, and it's muddy over there. The wind was swirling. It was a really tough night, I think.
How do you think we dealt with their threat, particularly on the counter-attack?
Okay, I think we could have fouled earlier a lot better. So if you look at the breakdown of the game, every time he got beyond one of the Derby players, it was a foul. For some reason, the referee decided he wasn't going to book any of the Derby players. We took a few, but that's by the by. So they were, I suppose, smart. We were slightly naive in terms of not fouling a bit earlier. But overall, I think when a side sits in like that and they've got pace with Blackett-Taylor, with Mendes-Lang, with some good athleticism in the middle of the park, it's always going to be difficult.
How much was that second half about waiting for the right opportunity to arise?
Yeah, we had to be patient, and it's obviously football's just about getting the right mix between being patient and forcing things. Sometimes we forced the ball a bit too much. We knew things were going to open up, and we had chances before the goal went in, and we had a couple of good opportunities after. But maybe just not quite enough gilt-edged chances, set pieces. We weren't quite at it today, but yeah, pleased that we would stay patient and open the game up eventually.
Like you said, Mox coming on, getting his first goal for the club. He'll be absolutely delighted with that. But how pleased are you with his impact?
I mean, Mox was really unlucky to lose his place in the side after Friday. He's been excellent over the last few games, I thought, particularly at Peterborough, and I knew he'd have an impact coming on. It was about, I think, all we could ask from Lee, having made his first start in 6 months, and Mox came on, had a brilliant impact. It was a great goal. We know Mox has got that. We saw it time and time again last season for Carlisle. We saw it a bit of the first half of this season as well, and we see it in training. It's just something we want more of him in games.
What was his thinking behind the two changes to the 11?
I think we wanted to give Lee his first start. I thought he looked excellent against Wycombe when he came on, and just give us a bit more experience and control in the middle of the park. That was the thought behind that one, and maybe slightly similar in terms of Raf's coming in for Swanee. Swanee was brilliant on Friday against Wycombe. He's not started a huge amount of games for us, had quite a few injuries this season, and we thought it would be a good game to suit Raf. So I just feel pretty lucky in that department where we can make those changes.
Two sides battling really well here at Fratton Park. Do you think that you can brand that as a really good advert for League One football?
Yeah, I think so. It was a good game. There were times when obviously we completely dominated the ball in the second half, and we're a good side. They're a really good side. The second for a reason. So I think a really good advert for the league.
What pleased you most about today's performance?
I think just the resilience to stick in there against a very good side, and making sure that we didn't drop our heads. Frustrating times, I think, in the second half sometimes we couldn't break them down, but just making sure we go on, we don't concede that third. If we'd conceded the third, it probably would have killed the game. But making sure that we stay in it, we don't drop our heads, and come away with a point.
Just finally, what did you make of the atmosphere here?
I think it was one of the loudest I'd heard pre-game, and obviously at times a frustrating game in the second half. But when the goals go in, there's no better place to be. I think it was amazing. Now we've got 5 more games, 3 more at home, I think, and they're all going to be brilliant atmospheres. The fans have been incredible.